Welcome back. Well, it looks like on and off showers and thunderstorms will stay in the forecast. Most of the time it's quiet, but there'll be 4 or 5 hour periods over the next several days where we're going to see some activity in the area. Very tough forecast to call, though. Let's take a look at the upper level pattern, though. And we're watching this upper level low, and another one that's on the west coast is going to do much the same, where it's ejecting these disturbances, and we're getting what we call good outflow aloft. We're getting divergent flow aloft, and that's allowing for big thunderstorm complexes to develop. This one this afternoon, what we call a mesoconvective complex. And this is the time of year as we get into May. This is what dominates our weather pattern when we have storms in the region, and they're very hard to predict on where they're going to manifest, what direction they're going to go, and how intense they're going to be. But this afternoon, we have tornado watches in the region across the Arklatex on northward, then up through Illinois and Indiana as well. But this is what's interesting us the most, because we might be impacted by these strong showers and thunderstorms that have been moving generally to the east, and we can see it extends all the way back through Waco, a severe thunderstorm warning there. And there's been some back building, so there could be some flooding in addition to some of these supercell thunderstorms that are producing damaging winds and hail, and that's what I'd be on the lookout for, at least in the near term. Maybe not so for Acadiana. This tornado watch, by the way, goes in effect till 8 o'clock this evening. Also want to just show you, I've just seen this, been watching some storms down toward the lower hill country south of San Antonio. These are forming up, and we'll watch this. This may mean that this may connect with this action off to the north down the line later on tonight, but the bottom line, we do see some of that impacting Acadiana late tonight, early tomorrow morning. Now, right now, it's all quiet. We did have a few spotty showers across the area, and a little bit more than the 10% we were forecasting. Was probably closer to a 20% type of day, but this is the type of pattern that we're in. Severe weather threat mainly to the north and west, but notice northwestern section of Acadiana barely into marginal risk. This is through daybreak tomorrow. Then we move into Thursday. The risk picks back up with daytime heating, and the marginal risk sinks southward toward Acadiana, especially I-10 parishes on northward. Damaging winds, hail, the primary threat. And then we move into Friday. Still an active weather pattern mainly to the north of us, but some of that activity slips into Acadiana at some point Friday into Friday evening. So here's the latest HRRR model. This is the most aggressive model, and this is the one that we have to go with at this point. Here we are at midnight tonight, and then we get toward 4 a.m. tomorrow. Notice the showers and storms kind of fall apart, but there'll be some locally heavy downpours, so we'll just watch the radar trends. And this is at daybreak tomorrow. Scattered showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder first thing in the morning. Then it looks like we get a bit of a break in the afternoon. Then we could see another shower or thunderstorm popping up during the course of the afternoon. With daytime heating, we'll hit that convective temperature if the sun comes back out, so a little bit more activity in the late afternoon. Then a break. We head into Friday morning, Thursday night, Friday morning, but Friday, this only goes to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, but you can see how things are going. This will be sliding southward, so we have pretty good rain chances and storm chances for Friday into Saturday. As for rainfall, really tough to estimate. This gives you a broad idea. Most of us get a ½ inch to 1 inch of rain, but there's going to be isolated pockets that pick up 2 to 3 or 4 inches of rain, like the nature of thunderstorms, and very isolated in nature, and we'll be watching the trends as we move forward. So overnight tonight, upper 60s to lower 70s, no major changes there. Back into the 80s tomorrow. Notice this yellow area. This is where the model thinks storms will get going, and see how that cooler air spreads southward with those storms as we head into the afternoon hours, and then going into Friday, much the same. Temperatures topping out once again in the low to mid 80s. So overnight tonight, I'm going to go with a 70% chance of rain and storms. That's much higher than what your app is saying and the National Weather Service is going with. Best rain chances toward daybreak tomorrow. I'd rather go 70% and we don't get the storms than go 20% and we get waylaid by the storms. Then tomorrow, mid 80s, rain chance mainly morning hours. Then we get a little sun in the afternoon, then maybe a few afternoon storms possible. Temperatures topping out in a warm and humid mid 80s, and it will be breezy as well. Rain chances will keep it planted at 60% day or night Friday into Friday night, maybe early Saturday, and then it looks like by Sunday we have it all ironed out. And then next week we do it again toward the end of next week as well. That's it for weather for now. We'll have an update later in the show.